Hey YouTubers, this is your boy Amari Points here bringing you the latest movie review. Today I'm doing my latest movie review on Boone, the Bounty Hunter. So this movie is about a guy named Boone, played by none other than the former WWE superstar John Morrison, who has this TV show called Boone the Bounty Hunter, which is titled as the movie, who who arrests like famous people. Some of them you might recognize. But when he learns that his show is about to get canceled, he has to figure out a way to save it and make sure it doesn't go off the air. So real situations come up when a bad guy, when an actual bad guy is terrorizing a town, and Boone has to actually go there to stop it. Stop the bad guys from like destroying everything. But it kind of turns out the way he didn't. It kind of turns out kind of bad because because he thought it was just one of those fake things, but it turns out to be a real thing. Bad guys are fighting, townspeople are afraid of them, all the other things that are going on. But all in all, this movie, I actually enjoyed it. It was okay. I just have a few nitpicks about it, but all in all, I actually enjoyed all the action, especially with John Morrison. He did a lot of parkour scenes in this movie, and he legit kicked ass, especially with those bad guys. I myself was kind of blown away by all the badass scenes he did, because this is John Morrison. Hello, you're gonna expect him to do some crazy shit, but all in all, the rest of the cast was perfect, and all the action scenes were legit solid. I couldn't look away from this movie. All the scenes legit blew me away. I was impressed by how he just went with the flow and just saved the day as always. But there's more to this. But especially when he went to go save the little kid that lives in the town, he was a real hero for doing that, because his parents, the little kid's parents, don't really approve of him watching Boone's TV show, but he still watches it anyway. And because he looks up to Boone, and he sees him as a hero, which is great. Because John Morrison's character, he starts out to be like a total jerk at first, but he realizes there's more to life than his show when he saves this little kid. And which is good. We all seen movies where like people, the main character realize there's more to life than just fame and fortune, like cars and all that. And Boone the Bounty Hunter really topped that. He realizes that his show shouldn't matter at all, but his friends should matter, and the people who are closest to him matter. And this dude named Jackson, he helped choreograph all his moves throughout the movie, who helped Boone and everything. And he did some serious helping with Boone. Like literally all of his moves were like legit badass. John Morrison was doing some serious kung fu moves on the bad guys. And that was just mind blowing. It really was. What I didn't love is that Jonathan Lipnicki, you all know him. He plays the little boy in Stuart Little. He's really grown, and what I didn't like is that he didn't have much screen time in this movie. That was one of the biggest problems. It could have been more better if he had more screen time in this movie instead of just a little bit of screen time, because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I must warn you. He spends most of the scenes in a porta potty. I can't tell you how he got in there because you guys are gonna have to see this movie for yourself. It's on Netflix, and you'll see how he got in the porta potty. I was legit cracking up to that. I really was. And sorry, Jonathan. I don't know if you'll watch this or not, but still, you're a talented actor, buddy. I legit loved you. I legit loved you in this movie. Like, straight up. You were awesome. And John Morrison, I don't know if you'll watch this or not, but kudos, dude. You made a legit awesome movie that I really enjoyed. If you watch this, I will be very grateful. Also, what I can tell you guys is that I'm hoping this movie comes back for a sequel. If it does, I will legit watch it. It was definitely worth my time watching this. It was seriously worth it. It was legit worth the watch. And if you don't watch this, then you seriously don't love John Morrison. He's a talented actor. He's a talented actor in this movie, and all his stunts, I think he did himself. I'm pretty sure he did. He doesn't need no stunt double or anything. All the stunts and everything that were done in this movie were just straight on perfect. And on to the positives and negatives. The positives were, first the positives. The positives were John Morrison playing Boone, who, honestly, guy at first cares only about his show, then realizes there's more to life. There's more to life than his show. It's nice to see that he cares about his friends and see that they're more important than his show. Because we see characters who act like stuck-up jerks at the beginning of the movie. Excuse me. Then during like the mid part of the movie, we see them actually care about the people around them. That is something I really enjoyed. Again, John Morrison, kudos to you, buddy. Kudos to you for, honest to God, this character. If you get a sequel to this movie, I will legit watch it. I really will. No lie. I will. Another positive is seeing Boone fight all these bad guys just to save the kid. And it's amazing. It's amazing how much this kid looks up to him and actually helps him fight off some of the bad guys. That was just perfect. It's nice to see actors who, well, just go with the flow and be an idol to all the kids out there. That is just perfect. That is legit perfect to me, in my opinion. It really is. And another positive is all the stunt work in this movie was straight on. John Morrison doing Parker, like, legit flips everywhere. That was just epic. I just was blowing, my mind was blown of how awesome this dude is. I have so much respect for him for doing his own stunts, because literally most people who do stuff like that want stunt doubles, but not John Morrison. He, honest to God, didn't need no stunt double to do no stunts. He did all those stunts himself. I am really glad he did his own stunts, because, well, look at him. He's in tip-top shape. He knows how to kick ass, and he doesn't need no stunt double. He really doesn't. That's all I gotta say. He don't need no stunt double. And the negatives. My first negative is Jonathan Lipnicki not getting enough screen time in this movie. The only time we see him was like the mid-beginning and somewhat in the middle. Like I said, he spent most of his time in the porta potty. I can't tell you how he got in there again. But it could have been more better if he got more screen time. He needs more screen time. If he comes back in the sequel, give him more screen time. That's all I want. Jonathan, you're a talented actor. You deserve more screen time. In my opinion, you do. I know you're supposed to be playing the main villain's, the bad guy's son, but still, it would have been nice to see you have more screen time in this movie. I really would have liked that. Sorry. Another thing, another negative is that, well, the bad guys kind of like seem kind of bland in a way. I really was expecting more of like a really more kick-ass villains. But maybe the sequel, if Boone, the bounty hunter, does get a sequel, we'll see more serious roles and more kick-ass villains. That is, in my opinion, I want to see more villains with more high stakes. More high stakes, and see possibly see Boone possibly bond with another kid, and have him like be a deputy, like he did with this kid. That would be really cool if that happened again. I would have liked that, but again, the villains, I think, needed more work. The villains could have stepped up their game. And that's it for my positives and negatives. Another thing I want to tell you guys is that we get to see a lot of familiar, famous faces in this movie. Some you'll definitely recognize. And if you watch the credits all the way, you'll see outtakes and all that, and you'll see some familiar faces for sure. And on to the rating. I give Boone the Bounty Hunter a solid B+. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, it's a B+. It's a legit a B+. Hang on. Because John Morrison, as Boone, like I said, he started off as a jerk at the beginning of this movie, but then during the middle of the movie, he realizes there's more to life than just a show, which is great. And all of the action in this movie was perfect. All the action in this movie was perfect. All the actors and actresses were spot on, legit awesome. Kudos to all the cast. Keep up the great work, and I hope I see you in the sequel, if there is one. Please make a sequel. John Morrison, please make a sequel to this movie. I really want to see a sequel. Please. Make a sequel. And Jonathan Lipnicki did not have enough screen time. If he comes back in the sequel, please give him some more screen time. I want to see more screen time from him. That's all I want. If he can get some screen time, I'm so down for that in the sequel. And all of the casting and stunt work was just perfect. I loved it. I don't understand how people won't love this movie. Especially if you're a John Morrison fan, you should check this movie out. You definitely need to check this out. For sure. If I were you, I would turn on Netflix right now, go to the search button and type in Boone the Bounty Hunter, and just enjoy it. Enjoy this movie. Grab a drink, grab popcorn, and just enjoy the movie. I'm really hoping, like I said, please get a sequel for this. John Morrison, please just make a sequel for this. I am eager to see this sequel. Please, just do it. And that's it for my movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with everyone you know. And press the little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. And also be sure to follow me on the Stardust app at Amari106 for my latest movie/trailer reaction. Take care and God bless. Peace!